Coming up next, girls high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
From Lorain High School, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this very special sports presentation on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. We've got girls varsity basketball for you as Mark Feldman takes his Lorain High Lady Titans into battle against the Parma Lady Redmen. Tim Elkhorn with you. Great to have this for you on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. And boy, it's been a interesting doubleheader so far, as this is now Game 3 here at Lorain between Parma and Lorain High. The freshman game was dominated by Lorain as the Lady Titans won the 9th grade contest 52-13. And then in the junior varsity ball game, that one was also all Lorain High. After leading by 1 at the end of one, Lorain just steamrolled Parma after that. And in the JV game, Lorain wins that 53-26. So they're going to try to complete the sweep here in this varsity game. Great to have you with us. And of course, for Lorain High, you're looking at one of the top players in Lorain County this year as far as scoring totals is concerned with Ashley Heisel. She has just had a terrific season so far. So we'll see if they can get her going tonight against Parma. Of course, this was a game that was scheduled to be played earlier in January, but bad weather wiped that one out. So the two teams had to wait a week, and so here we go here at Lorain High. Great to have you with us. Parma will be in the red uniforms, red shirts, red shorts, white letters and numbers, black trim for Parma. And Lorain High in their traditional home whites, white shirts, white shorts with the dark blue letters and numbers and the silver trim. Three officials take the floor, and we're just about set to get this one underway. Lorain High, of course, looking to build towards tournament time. Every basketball team wants to play their best basketball as you get towards the postseason. So Mark Feldman hoping that his team can kind of pick it up another notch or two with February and tournament time right around the corner. In fact, as we sit here at the Lorain High gym and bring this one to you on WLCS TV 20, the voting as far as the tournament draws are taking place this week. So all these games really have a little bit more importance as the coaches fill out their ballots. We saw Parma with a miss as we're underway. Baseline shot no good. Rebound tipped off the fingers and grabbed by Lorain High's Derica Coates, although Lorain turns it over at the other end. So here comes Parma. Down in the right corner, the three ball is up and missed by Shannon Chamberlain. And out of there with it comes Lorain. Here comes Heisel. Boy, she's exciting. Feeds it down low, and Coates fumbled it out of bounds. Starting 5 for Lorain. We've got Ashley Heisel, Derica Coates. Joe, I don't have a number for 14. At the other end, shot up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Coates. Outlet pass down the floor. And that's Nay Bohannon who drives, missed the shot. Rebound was knocked out of the hands of the intended shooter. And out of there with it comes Parma. Bohannon knocked the ball out of the hands of Chamberlain, but she got it up front. Shot no good. Rebound grabbed by Lorain High. Here's Heisel splitting a double team, and then she walked with the basketball. So we've got Ashley Heisel along with Nay Bohannon, Mackenzie Barraclough, and I will find out who number 14 is. Won't we, Joe?
Yes, we will.
Parma with the basketball. No score as we're just underway. Runner in the lane off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Nay Bohannon. And Nay Bohannon will feed it ahead to Ashley Heisel. Nay on the left sideline. Here comes the double team. Lobbing between the circles to Heisel. Runner at the foul line. Too strong. Rebound grabbed by Parma. Down the right side, wide open 3-ball. It rung out on DeJesus. And out of there with it comes Lorain. Heisel, but she's so quick. Run of the lane, the runner no good. Rebound ricochets around, put up and in off the glass.
It took 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
But we've got our first 2 points of the ball game. Derica Coates gives Lorain the early lead. Back comes Parma, driving but missing the shot was Grace Jacobs. And then Parma gets it back as Lorain turned it over. Shot in the lane, no good by Chulak. Mary Chulak missed that one. Here comes Nay Bohannon for Lorain. Whipped it on the right side to Heisel. Heisel drops it down low, shot off the glass and good. Just trying to catch the name as Jim Allen said it right there, but couldn't quite catch it. But it's first 2 points in the ball game. And now Lorain with the ball on the turnover. They bounce it down low, shot up, no, but free throws coming.
Let me ask the young lady who's a videographer. Who's number 14?
Amani?
Who's number 14 for Lorain? Imani Thomas. Imani Thomas. Thank you.
All right, there we go. And I thought that's what I heard Jim say as well. So Imani Thomas with the first free throw that's good. Sorry about that, Imani, and all her family members and friends.
Yeah, we caught it early.
We did. Oh, there she is on the JV roster, but on the JV roster she wears 20. That's why I wasn't able to catch it. So, okay, so that's Imani Thomas.
So we'll blame it on Mark.
Well, either way. Lorain now with a 5-0 lead. Thomas with 3 points in the ball game. Coates with 2. And now Lorain High will pick up with some full court pressure. Trying to get Parma a little bit uncomfortable. Well, nice job by Parma to break it, though.
Very nice.
Yep, as Grace Jacobs has the layup. So Parma did a nice job of breaking the press. Heisel throws it down the floor. There's Thomas, right of the lane, put it up, no good. Thomas got it back, put it up, missed that one. Rebound, Grace Jacobs for Parma. Here comes Taylor Raricha. Down the left side, 3-ball Chamberlain, missed it. Rebound tipped around. Jacobs has it, put it up, and rolled it home. 4 straight points by Parma. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Heisel ahead to Bohannon. Nay fires it down the floor, left of the lane, shot up, rolled around the rim and out for Coates. Rebound put back up and in. And that was Mackenzie Barraclough. Makes it 7-4. Lorain with the 3-point lead, under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. On the right wing, Rainbow 3, nothing but net. That's Elise Balser. And Parma's going to take a quick 30-second timeout. One thing about that Parma team, you look at them as they walk off the floor. Now, they don't give heights in the Parma roster that I was provided, but that's a tall basketball team. They've got, I think, a little more size than Lorain, and I think that's why, well, Mark Feldman always wants to play an up-tempo game, but I also think he wants to beat those big girls down the floor before they can settle into their half-court defense. We're tied at 7. We're in the first quarter here at Lorain. Want to remind you, the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame will have their annual fundraiser steak fry on Sunday, March 3rd, 4 to 7 at the Amherst Eagles. It's located on Milan Avenue in Amherst. $25 per ticket, but man, what a deal. Steak, baked potato, salad, roll, beverage, dessert, and $5 of the ticket price goes towards a 50-50 raffle. That's very cool.
Lots of good company.
Yep. And again, you're supporting the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame. I'll be emceeing their banquet in May. Look forward to that. Off the timeout, 7-7 ball game. Heisel double teamed, lobbed to Nay Bohannon. Bohannon on the right wing, goes into the corner. Back out front to Heisel. Heisel being chased. Tried to drop it down low. Ball deflected and stolen. And Jacobs will head to the other end for Parma and drives and scores. Grace Jacobs has 6 of Parma's 9 points. And now Parma's going to pick up with full court pressure as the pass ahead was to Micaiah Herman, who's just checked in for Lorain, and Herman got fouled. That was a pretty good collision. So Herman now in for Lorain High, and she'll do the inbounding right in front of that Lady Titan bench.
Now, Lorain does seem a little bit bothered by that full court pressure.
Inbounds goes to Nay Bohannon. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Feeds it back to Herman. Herman gave it in the corner to Heisel. Heisel thought about the three, now steps back between her legs on the dribble, got it out front, ball deflected, and Parma steals it. And again, the length of Parma, they're getting their hands and their arms in the passing lanes. Right corner, three ball, nope. Rebound though, put back up, bounced around the rim and out for DeJesus. And here comes Lorain. Herman right down the lane. Tried to hit the brakes, and she got tied up on the baseline. Ball went out of bounds, and it still belongs to Lorain. Well, that's going to be the story of tonight's game, the two contrasting styles. I think Lorain wants to get this ball up and down the floor. Beat that size of Parma. Again, you look at your screen, you can really see that Parma team is a tall team. Heisel, right wing, open three. Good! Ashley Heisel hits the three ball. And Lorain's up by 1, 10-9. Parma with it as Lorain pressures. Parma's done a nice job of beating the press. Three ball missed by Rurika. Into the forecourt comes Heisel. Boy, she's just an electric player. Gave it off to Bohannon. Bohannon fumbled it, though, and out of there with it comes Parma. Lorain up by 1, 10-9, with 1:40 to go here in the first quarter of play. Three ball, Rurika missed it. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by Parma. Now they give it right of the lane. Jacobs drives. Got her. Shot partially blocked by Amani Thomas. Well, I'm glad I know her name now because that was a great block.
Sure was.
Although Lorain turns it over, they throw it long down the floor. Parma does, but unfortunately for the Lady Redmen, threw it too far. That's good news for Lorain High. Heisel double team, splits the double team, fired it down low, and the shot hung off the rim. Rebound Thomas, put it up and good. Amani Thomas with 5. Parma to the forecourt. Baseline right, jumper up, no. By Balser. Long pass down the floor. Heisel ahead of the pack. She drives, she scores. Ashley Heisel makes it 14-9, Lorain. Three-point shot up, no good. Rebound grab by Lorain. Herman ahead to Heisel. Heisel steps back, shoots a three, missed it. Rebound into the corner, and it's grabbed by Parma. Let's see if they play for one shot. Down by 5. Well, it doesn't look like that's the case. Scooping and missing was DeJesus. So here comes Lorain, 10 on the clock. Into the forecourt, Bohannon dribbles through a double team, but lost the ball. Out of there with it, Rurika, 4, 3, 2, Rurika up, good, and a foul. Oh, my. And so Rurika with a chance for an and one and an opportunity to cut it to a 2-point lead with 0.9 on the clock. Taylor Rurika, senior point guard. Well, he somehow got that shot to fall after getting fouled. Rurika line left, free throw up and good. 3-point play, inbounds Heisel, and that ends the first quarter of play. Looks like a competitive ball game, 14-12, Lorain by 2 at the end of one quarter. This is girls varsity basketball. Special presentation of WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state.
A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research.
100,000 lives saved. 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 100,000 lives sav
an educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Kiara Jenkins has now checked in for Lorain, and she will inbound as we start the second quarter of play. Good game unfolding, 14-12. Lorain with the 2-point lead as, again, Parma will double team. Nicole Ortiz also in. She hoists up a 3 and missed everything as the ball will go out of bounds. So that'll give it to Parma. Second quarter just underway. Tim Elkhorn, Joe Bach, WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television, and of course the YouTube channel for Lorain City Schools Television. Out front getting hit was Grace Jacobs, and the foul will be called on Lorain.
Yeah, we're still on Spectrum. Used to be, they got bought out, and so they moved us to channel 1025, and we're still TV 20. We're not changing it to TV 1025, but that's where you can find us.
Well, I'm glad to hear that as Grace Jacobs hits a layup to tie this game at 14. But yes, 1025, that'd be a tough brand.
Yeah.
Runner in the lane off the Lorain turnover is good by Rurica.
Don't look now.
And it's a 16-14. Lorain down by 2. Heisel to the forecourt. Heisel tried to shove it down low, and a foul will be called on Parma. Lorain can't believe there wasn't a foul on Herman right here at the half-court line. So Parma has scored the first 4 points of the second quarter. They now lead it 16-14. It's been a competitive game. Two teams have gone back and forth. Heisel tried to throw it off a Parma Lady Redmen and get it right back. And didn't quite work. So now Micaiah Herman will inbound for Lorain. Threw it into traffic there to Amani Thomas. Got it in the right corner. The 3 is up, rattled out. And the rebound grabbed by Parma. And again, it's going to be tough for Lorain High to control the boards tonight. This is a tall Parma team. Right corner, 3 ball shoved up, no good. Rebound put back up, no good. A rebound, Amani Thomas for Lorain High. Got it to Ortiz. Nicole will head to the forecourt. Ortiz splits a double team. Down the right side to Heisel. Heisel double teamed on the sideline, and her pass deflected. Boy, Lorain's going to have to be careful with those double teams because it's a tall Parma team. And with the double team, you can't pass your way out of it. Shot in the lane, no good. Rebound to Monty Thomas. Here's what Lorain needs to do. Beat Parma down the floor as Heisel drives, missed the shot. Rebound put back up and good by Herman. And it ties the game at 16.
That ends a 7-0 run by Parma.
2 minutes off the second quarter clock in a 16-16 ball game. It's been very competitive. Right of the lane spinning as Jacobs put the shot up, no good. They fight for the rebound. And I think we'll get a foul call on Amani Thomas. Yeah, it's going to be on Thomas. That'll be her second foul. We'll see if Mark Feldman sits her down for a while. He does.
Yeah.
Here comes Mackenzie Barraclough back in for Lorain High. 16-16 tie. Parma and Lorain in a non-conference game. Nice game for both of these teams just to kind of work on some things and play some good competition. Parma turns it over. Here comes Nay Bohannon. And Bohannon got grabbed. That foul will be on Desiree O'Connor. So O'Connor picks up the foul. But you can see where Lorain's trying to push the pace, beat Parma down the floor. Kiara Jenkins bounce in the backcourt to Nay Bohannon. There comes the double team. They got it out front to Ortiz. Shoves it on the right side to Jenkins. She'll put up a shot, miss it. Rebound, hook back up and in. Nice job. And that was Barraclough with the putback. Mackenzie now with 4 points in the ball game, and Lorain has regained the lead. And now we'll get a timeout called by Parma as they got hemmed in at the half-court line. Gives me time to remind you that Lorain tax amnesty will end March 29th. So from now through March 29th, the city will allow residents and businesses to file outstanding tax returns and pay the outstanding tax and interest in full without penalties. You can pay your outstanding tax balances and interest in full without penalties, and you can pay outstanding penalties and only balances at a reduced amount. You can head down to the Lorain Municipal Income Tax Division. They're on West 4th Street in Lorain. You can check out the website, www.cityoflorain.org. Again, www.cityoflorain.org. All right, off that timeout by Parma. Lady Redmen with the basketball. Lorain with a 2-point lead. This one's been nip and tuck the entire way. Here's Chamberlain for Parma. Chamberlain, lob on the left side to DeJesus. DeJesus brings it out front. Boy, Lorain really up in the shirts of those Parma girls as the pass down low, and they'll call a foul. It's going to put Mary Chulak at the free throw line. I think they got Nae Bohannon with that one. They did.
Kind of a late call.
He picks up her first. And here's Mary Chulak, senior forward. First free throw right there. And Chulak hits the first. He's got one more coming. As Rarika will check back in. Elise Balser takes a seat. Chulak trying to tie the game, and she does. Get them both. So we're tied at 18 with 4:40 to go. Here in the second quarter of play. Lorain and Parma, girls varsity basketball. Glad to bring it to you on WLCS. Of course, we've talked about they're on Spectrum, they're on YouTube. Joe, you're also very active social media-wise.
Oh, yeah, Facebook. Have over 7,500 followers. Twitter, we're there too. Except no social media tonight because somebody forgot their phone at home.
Yeah, but I'm sure you'll update
I will.
very, very quickly once you get your hands back on that phone.
Yeah.
Right of the lane, driving to the bucket, but missing the shot was Jacobs. Here comes Lorain. Nae Bohannon. Nice bounce pass down the floor, and driving and scoring is Kiara Jenkins. Great job by Nae. That was a beautiful bounce pass. 20-18, Lady Titans regain the advantage. Good one going on. I'll say that again. DeJesus on the sideline. Hands it off to Rarika. Tries to throw it down low. And Ortiz out of there with it for Lorain. Ortiz into the lane. Runner off the glass is good. Nikki Ortiz. She just slammed that one in off the window, but it went through. That shot at some velocity behind it. Right of the lane getting her shot blocked was DeJesus. And here comes Lorain. Heisel waiting at the scorer's table for the Lady Titans. Ortiz drops it on the baseline, and the shot is up and in by Barraclough. Boy, Nikki Ortiz with a nice assist. Boy, we've seen some nice ball movement and some nice assists by Lorain tonight.
Great passes by Nae.
Runner in the lane, in and out. Rebound Ortiz. 3 minutes to go. Well, Heisel has been waiting at that scorer's table for a while. We haven't had a stoppage in action. Ortiz with a shot that's off the mark. Rebound Parma. And now they'll push it to the other end. 2-on-2. And walking with the basketball was Rarika. Joel Jansura working tonight's ball game, the official that has the ball right now. He saw that one pretty clearly. I think everybody did.
Yep.
Joel's a good official, does a nice job. Joel's one of the officials that he realizes people aren't at the game to watch him. Lets the players play. Pass in the lane to Ortiz. Popped it up, rolled out. Rebound to Monty Thomas. Put it on the glass and good. Monty leads Lorain with 7 points.
That's her biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, it's an 8-point advantage for the Lady Titans, and Parma's already burned 2 timeouts. So their head coach, Chuck Caldwell, well, he doesn't want to spend a 3rd timeout here in the first half, trying to withstand Lorain's run rate here. Right side of the forecourt, 3 ball up off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, and Jacobs got fouled. You may see Mark Feldman in the picture right there saying, you got to go up, you got to go up. But sometimes, Mark, that other girl's just taller than you. That foul on Lorain was called on Nikki Ortiz. I've got Nikki with her first foul. That's what the scoreboard says as well. Here's Jacobs shooting 2. And she hits the first. Grace has had a nice first half. She's got 9 of Parma's 19 points. Brooklyn Ferguson now in for Lorain. Grace Jacobs, junior forward, sends it up. Missed that one. Rebound Ortiz for Lorain. 2 minutes to go in the half. 26-19. Nay Bohannon, right side of the forecourt to Ferguson. Ferguson double teamed on the baseline. Got it left in a lane to Thomas, who laid it in.
Nice vision.
Terrific feed by Brooklyn Ferguson. That's how you beat that tall double team. You get the pass out before the double team comes. Lorain up by 9. Parma with the basketball on the left wing. Shot up and way off. A rebound, Nikki Ortiz for Lorain. Shoves it ahead to Brooklyn Ferguson. Ferguson down in the corner to Nay Bohannon. Baseline jumper hit the side of the backboard. Rebound Parma. They throw it ahead. Balser drives, missed the shot. They're going to call Chulak with a push. They are. Chulak gave a bit of a shove looking for that rebound and picked up the foul. Lorain was up by 2 at the end of the first quarter, 14-12. They now lead it 28-19. Inbounds to Bohannon. She couldn't corral it near the scorer's table. Not for lack of effort. She almost went crashing into that scorer's table.
I think they're trying to determine if it was touched.
Right, because that will determine where the inbounds will come.
I guess it was. It'll be right here.
So
right
Nate touched it inbounds. So Parma will inbound right at that scorer's table. One minute on the second quarter clock. Lorain up by 9. Looking for a triple header sweep. They won the freshman game big. They won the JV game big. Foul in the lane right there. Chulak will shoot 2.
Right now we're at a 9-point Titan lead, but it's been pretty competitive.
I believe I said Chulak shooting 2. It'll be Taylor Rarica, senior point guard. He's got 5 points in the ball game. First one up and hung on the rim and dropped through. Substitution for Lorain. Derica Coates will check in. Amani Thomas will sit down. That's a good coaching move right there by Mark Feldman. Doesn't want Thomas to pick up that 3rd foul. So she'll probably sit for the remainder of the half as Rarica hit them both to make it 28-21. There's a steal by Parma. So Parma with the basketball as Lorain turned it over, and then Parma gives it right back to him. Coates off to Heisel. Heisel on the right side.
Slow it down, ladies.
Heisel being chased by 2 Parma girls. Got it to Bohannon. Down in the corner, Ortiz. 3 ball. Good! Nikki Ortiz. Makes it 31-21. Back comes Parma at the other end. On the left wing, 3 ball. Around the rim and out. Rebound Ortiz. Plenty of time for Lorain. 10 on the clock. Heisel into the forecourt. Heisel with 6. Had it knocked out of her hands. Now it's fought for out front, and with 2 seconds to go in the half, we'll get a jump ball, possession arrow, Parma. So Parma will need to go about half the length of the floor in 2 seconds. They'll inbound just to the left of their own bench. They throw it in, ball's deflected. Ortiz will dribble out the clock, and that ends the first half of play. Well, Lorain's got a nice lead at the intermission. Girls varsity basketball, Lady Titans 31, Parma 21 at the half. When we come back, we'll bring you the start of the third quarter. That follows this timeout. In girls varsity action, Lorain and Parma on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
Veterans benefits earned through your service in the National Guard or Reserve can offer a range of support.
I wouldn't be here today as a successful woman without the help that I received.
From home loans to job training, go to benefits.va.gov/Guard Reserve to find out more, even how to apply online using e-benefits.
This is one of the best things I ever did in my life.
We were very fortunate to have these benefits, so we definitely ought to use them.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about your VA benefits today.
Lorain leading by 10 in this varsity matchup between the Lady Titans and the Parma Lady Redmen. 31-21, Lorain on top. Individually, as we start the third quarter of play for Lorain High, leading the way, Amani Thomas. She's got 9. Mackenzie Barraclough with 6. Ashley Heisel with 5. And Nikki Ortiz with 5. Lorain basketball. That's Heisel. Feeds it to Nay Bohannon. Had it out front to Ortiz. Bounce on the right side to Heisel. Down on the baseline. The jumper is up and out. Rebound put back up and in, though, by Heisel. Well, that was great ball movement right there. First possession for Lorain of the third quarter, and they take a 12-point lead. Lorain in a man-to-man defense. Well, perhaps some sort of matchup, it looks like. Although Nikki Ortiz is pretty much planted in that paint. Usually the girl in the middle will tell you if it's a zone or a man. Shot bounced around the rim and in for Taylor Rurica. Rurica now with 9. She leads Parma. Actually, her and Grace Jacobs each with 9. 33-23, Lorain by 10 as we have just started the second half. Tim Elkhorn, Joe Bach from WLCS. And now we'll get a timeout taken by Nay Bohannon as Lorain had some difficulty inbounding that basketball. Again, this is the third and final game of a triple header. Freshman girls, JV girls, and now the varsity. Boy, in the freshman and the JV contest, it was all Lorain. Freshmen won 52-13 as the freshmen had a 14-0 lead at the end of one, and they just never looked back. JV game was close at the end of one. Lorain was up by 2, and then they pulled away in that JV game to win it 53-26. So the varsity girls are now looking for the 3-game sweep. Right now they're up 10 with 7:06 to go third quarter, but Parma has shown an ability to make some runs, so this one's a long way from being over. Nay Bohannon to inbounds. She got it into Ortiz, right back to Nay. Bohannon through the center circle. Picked up by Chamberlain. Bohannon hands it off to Ashley Heisel. Looks like Parma is in a straight man-to-man defense. Heisel, right of the lane, into the lane, got her shot blocked when she took it into those tall interior defenders for Parma. Parma heads to the other end. They feed it in the corner, 3-ball up, spun out on Chamberlain. The rebound put back up, and it rolled on the rim and fell through for Mary Chulak. So Chulak now with 4. Parma within 8. Ortiz, right of the lane, put it up, no, but she got fouled. Well, Nikki said one way to take it to those big defenders was body them up and draw some contact. I guess that's one strategy. So Nikki Ortiz will shoot 2. 5'8" senior, 5 points tonight. First one up and good for Ortiz. She's got 6. And for Lorain High, that's going to get Kiara Jenkins in as Nay Bohannon will take a seat. Ortiz missed the second, and Amani Thomas, active on the boards, grabs the rebound, and she got fouled. So Amani Thomas was able to worm her way in there and grab that rebound. Lorain's lead is 9, 34-25. They throw it in off a Parma girl, and getting it back on that play was Jenkins, and Jenkins will now shoot 2.
See that every once in a while.
Jenkins just threw it off the Parma defender and then drew the foul from Chamberlain. So here's Kiara Jenkins, first one up and in. Jenkins now with 3. She's only a freshman. And the second free throw right there. So a couple of nice free throws from Jenkins. And the lead is 11 for Lorain. 6:10 to go here in the third quarter of play. And now it looks like Lorain has gone straight man. On the left side, shot up and in. Looked good there from Elise Balser. Well, that makes it 36-27. And there's that Parma defense. Boy, trapping and double teaming and tied up down on the floor was Kiara Jenkins, and the possession arrow belongs to Parma. We mentioned during the first half, it's a taller Parma team, so the key for Lorain is to get those passes off before the double teams come, because you just can't see through those Parma girls when they double team you. And out front, we've got a foul called on Lorain, a slap on the arm. And foul on the Lady Titans was called on Nikki Ortiz. That is her second. First as a team for Lorain here in the second half. They inbounds, and it's slapped away by the Lady Titans. Nice job defensively. And here comes Jenkins, feeds it ahead to Ortiz. Got it in the lane to Thomas, who missed the shot. And then a foul on the rebound. And Joel Jansur is going to say that one's going on Lorain. Called it on Kenzie Barraclough. So that's her first. And Mark Feldman says, I want a 30-second timeout. So a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Titans. And again, we want to tell you about that Lorain Sports Hall of Fame steak fry. Sunday, March 3rd, 4 to 7 at the Amherst Eagles. It's on Milan Avenue in Amherst. $25 per ticket. Includes a steak, baked potato, salad, roll, beverage, and a dessert. And then $5 of that ticket price goes towards a 50-50 raffle. And there will also be extra 50-50 tickets available for $5 each, 3 for $10. And by the way, if you haven't been to the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame exhibit right here at Lorain High, it is terrific. Oh, the memorabilia and the pictures and the stories. You've got to check it out. If you're coming over here for a basketball game or a volleyball game, give yourself a few extra minutes and stroll through the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame exhibit.
And if you were there 6 months ago, come back again because they move stuff around every once in a while. So it's a great thing to have here at the high school.
Parma turns it over. Heisel back in for Lorain as Nikki Ortiz will take a seat. 36-27, Lorain by 9 with 5:08 to go here in quarter number 3. Varsity girls basketball. There's a tipped pass by Parma. Again, that size of the Lady Redmen. And right of the lane, the short shot up, no good. Rebound grab by Lorain High's Kiara Jenkins. Long pass down the floor. Amani Thomas drives, missed the shot. Rebound put back up, fell off on Jenkins. Fight for the rebound, and Lorain High has it. And now Heisel will recycle the offense. Boy, she's being chased by 2 girls every time she touches it. And Heisel gets herself in trouble right in front of the scorer's table, but got it to Jenkins. Feeds it in the lane, and the short shot up and in by Barraclough.
Very well done.
38-27. Again, Lorain with an 11-point lead. Parma almost spreading the floor here a little bit, trying to create some space. Well, with a wide open look. Jacobs down the left side. And they get it back out front, feed it down low, and Mae Bohannon fouled Shannon Chamberlain. So right there, the strategy of Parma, spread that floor and then get a cutter going to the basket and utilize that size advantage, and that's exactly what they were able to do as Mae Bohannon picks up her second foul. So here's Chamberlain. First free throw is good, and for Shannon Chamberlain, that's her first points in the ball game. Sitting down will be Kiara Jenkins. And again, as is always the case in girls basketball, the crowd gets very silent on the free throws. Second one up and in. Someday I'll figure it out. I feel like I'm calling the Masters. And there's Chamberlain, line right. The ball will break a little bit to the left. Girls basketball, those free throws, everybody gets quiet in the gym. Here's Bohannon down the floor to Barraclough. And as she tried to give it in the corner to Brooklyn Ferguson, it simply glanced off Brooklyn out of bounds. And I've asked coaches about that, and they don't know why either. There's something about a girls' basketball game. The girls go to the free throw line, and a hush falls over the gym. In the boys' games, everybody's screaming and yelling and trying to distract them. Parma with the ball, down by 9. 3 ball off the side of the rim from Balser, but they keep it alive. Out front, 3 banked in. Well, I don't think Rarica called glass right there, but Parma will take it, and now they force a Lorain High turnover.
8:37, and the bank is open. It's down to a 6-point game here.
Yep, Parma has cut it to 6. Mark Feldman says, let's get Kiara Jenkins back in there. Mae Bohannon will take a seat. Parma trying to inch a little bit closer. Driving, shot off the glass, no good from Jacobs. Rebound grab by Lorain High's Herman. Micaiah Herman to the foul line, lob in the right corner. Got it to Jenkins, and Kiara will bring it all the way out front. Splits a double team. Foul line jumper. Good! Jenkins now with 6 points in the ball game. That's a big shot right there. Lorain needed that.
Absolutely.
Stem that Parma momentum. They try to feed it down low. Ball deflected, scramble, and out of there with it comes Barraclough. Now they throw it down the floor, but it's too far for Amani Thomas.
Yeah, Parma had an opportunity to make it a 4-point game. They missed it on their end, and Lorain got the ball and took it back out to an 8-point lead. So big turnaround there.
Big 4-point swing right there. Yep, good point. Parma again going with a wide open look, as you can see from Joe's shot right there, although they turn it over. But they're really spreading that floor, trying to create some space as Nikki Ortiz will get back in for Lorain. Amani Thomas will take a seat. And now Parma picking up in full court pressure as Herman's pass simply goes out of bounds. So a turnover there for Lorain. When a team's making a run at you, you don't want to give them extra possessions. Inbounds pass and left of the lane, fouled as she went up, was Grace Jacobs. 2:34 to go. Third quarter of play. Jacobs will be at the free throw line. That foul on Lorain was called on Kiara Jenkins. That's her first. For Lorain, their fourth team foul. Jacobs with 9 points in the game. First one up, hung on the rim and fell off. Rurica leads Parma with 12. And for Lorain High, we've got Amani Thomas with 9. Barraclough with 8 and Heisel with 7.
I think they heard you, Tim. Now they're making noise.
There you go. Second one good from Jacobs. So season double figures with 10. There you go. Make some noise when they're shooting those free throws.
That's right.
40-33. Lorain with a 7-point lead, but you sense the momentum is on Parma's side. Heisel near the half-court line, being chased and double-teamed, and she threw it over the head of Herman out of bounds. Well, that Lady Redmond defense has been relentless. They've been trapping and double-teaming all night long. Here's Desiree O'Connor, right side to Balser. She got it out front. Now they swing it left wing to O'Connor. Nice pass down low, but the layup missed, but the offensive rebound grabbed and then lost off the shoe. And here comes Lorain High. Here's Jenkins. The freshman drives and scores.
Wow, very impressive.
Boy, that's a big shot for the 9th grader. Makes it 42-33. All alone at the other end. 3-ball, too strong. And Parma loses the rebound. Out of there with it comes Jensen. Throws it ahead to Heisel. She'll stop, shoot a 3, hit a 3. Heisel with a big-time 3-ball. She's got 10 points. And just like that, Lorain's lead is back to 12. Right wing, 3, yep, no good. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by Parma. There's some quick points there from Lorain. Left wing O'Connor, shot no good. Rebound grab by Lorain High's Micaiah Herman. She's only a sophomore. Boy, this is a young team out there for Lorain. Heisel with a bit of a stutter step. The runner from the baseline, in and out. Rebound Jacobs. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Strong finish to the period for Lorain. They've pushed the lead back to 12. O'Connor hits the brakes. Gave it off to Jacobs. Jacobs saying, I'm not a 3-ball shooter, so she gives it up. Foul line shot right on the mark. Well done by Shannon Chamberlain. Chamberlain now has 4. And there's that Parma pressure. Although Lorain's able to break it there into the forecourt. Comes Kiara Jenkins, feeds it down low, shot up, good, and a foul. Barraclough with 10, and now a chance for 11 at the free throw line. I'll tell you what, Kiara Jenkins, for a freshman, is an impressive-looking player. Does a nice job. Here's Barraclough. Free throws missed, but she gets her own rebound. And now she'll shoot a 3 and miss it. And she grabs her own rebound again. Left side Jenkins 3. That one's off. Can Ortiz save it in? She does. To Barraclough. Right side Heisel. She says, I'll try a 3. It's short. Rebound fought for Parma. Grabs it, and that ends the third quarter. Strong finish to the period after Parma had cut it down to a 6-point game. Lady Titans push it back out to 12. 47-35. Lorain by 12 as we head to the fourth. Girls high school basketball. Lorain and Parma on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
For the thousands of wounded warriors returning from battle, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a unique program that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. The Warriors to Work program also works with employers to find the right job for the right warrior. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Lorain High with a 12-point lead as we start the fourth quarter of play, 47-35. Lady Titans lead it. Up top, that's Jenkins. She's had a nice game. Down in the right corner to Ortiz. She gets it to Micaiah Herman. Herman feeds it down low to an open Amani Thomas, who laid it up and in. Amani's had a terrific game. She's got 11. Biggest lead of the night for Lorain High. They're up by 14. Out front, 3-ball missed, and the rebound grabbed by Lorain. Here comes Herman all the way to the bucket, and she banked it in. Micaiah Herman now with 4 points. And Lorain pulling away. They lead it by 16. Left wing 3, good, right on the mark from Shannon Chamberlain. That gives Chamberlain 7 points in the ball game. Parma's going to need a few more of those. Well, right there, they had a chance for a steal, but couldn't control it. 6:50 to go for Parma. That'll get Elise Balser back in the ball game. Heisel, lob on the left sideline. 3-ball is up, off the front of the rim, no good from Kiara Jenkins, and it will simply bounce out of bounds on the other side of the floor. But Lorain High has pushed it back out to a double-digit lead, and we're down to 6.5 minutes to go. So, see if Lorain can stave off Parma here tonight. Put another win under their belt. Right wing 3-ball bounces up and hits the top of the backboard and the guide wire, and that's out of bounds. Up the left side comes Jenkins. Boy, she has been impressive tonight. Kiara with 8, has had some nice assists. Got it to Heisel, dumps it down low to Thomas. Turnaround shot, no good. A rebound grab by Parma. They get it out front. 3-ball up, nope. Long rebound, though, grabbed in the corner by Rarika. Top side 3-ball up, and that one is good. And a timeout is taken as Balser hits the 3-ball. She now has 8 points in the ball game. Joe and I were talking. We're trying to see Lorain's record. I think they're 9-6 coming into this ball game, Joe.
Okay.
Does that sound right to you?
Pretty close, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But I'll tell you what, this is a Lorain team that, you talked about the Division I girls tournament. It's right around the corner. They've got some nice weapons. I mean, Ashley Heisel, I mentioned earlier, she's a dynamic player. She can make some things happen. Amani Thomas, nice post player. She's got 11 points tonight. They've got some good role players. Nikki Ortiz with 6 points tonight. Nay Bohannon does a lot of things well. And I think when the brackets come out, this is a team that I'm not sure a lot of other teams in Division I are going to want to play. Plus, they play in the LEL, which certainly offers up some pretty good competition throughout the year.
Yeah, I can't believe it's the tournament time again. My goodness, jeez. Boy, what do you think about the way they do the tournament, the draws now?
I'm not crazy about it.
Not crazy about it?
No. You like it?
Yeah. Kind of impartial. Some people either really like it or they hate it.
I don't like the home games.
Oh, okay. I was talking about the draw, though, as far as online.
That I don't have a problem with. Heisel got it down low, and Thomas couldn't convert, but...
Yeah, you don't like the sectionals being at home.
No.
Yeah, I know.
It takes away that tournament feel.
It does, yep.
Heisel at the half-court line. Trying to weave her way from the defender. Heisel on the left wing. Heisel tippy-toeing that sideline. Almost stepped out of bounds. Now comes through a double team. Threw it down low and threw it over the head of the intended receiver, Amani Thomas. We're down to 5 minutes to go. Lorain still with that double-digit lead. They're up by 10. With the basketball, Balser. Now they work the weave. Rurica in the lane, and she lost it. Out of there with it comes Barraclough to Nikki Ortiz, ahead to Heisel. Heisel to the top of the circle. Runner in the lane. Nope. Rebound to Monty Thomas. Up. No. Rebound put back up. Barraclough got fouled. Tell you what, it's a Lorain team that plays very hard. Mark Feldman can't fault the effort of his girls.
Oh, definitely not.
They get up and down the floor. Free throw, good. Boy, nice game for Mackenzie Barraclough. She's got 11. One more coming, good on the second, a dozen. So Barraclough with 12, and that's the lead. 12 for Lorain with 4:40 to go. And then looking for the sweep. They won big in the freshman and JV games, and they're up by 12 with 4.5 minutes to go in the varsity contest. Left wing three, good. Right on the mark from Balser. Balser now with 11, and the lead's down to 9. Heisel at the base of the center circle. Here comes the double team. Boy, Heisel, she keeps dribbling herself towards that scorer's table. And the sideline becomes another defender right there.
Exactly.
So you become triple teamed when you dribble yourself right into the sideline or the baseline, depending upon where you are on the floor.
Coach Feldman not happy about taking his third timeout.
So each team now with 2 timeouts left. Again, individually for Lorain High, I've got Barraclough with a dozen, Heisel with 10, and Amani Thomas with 11. Rurica with 12 to lead Parma. 53-44. As both teams huddle around their respective head coaches. Mark Feldman, the head coach of Lorain High, and Chuck Caldwell, the head coach of Parma. I was going to go down and introduce myself to Chuck, but got busy during the freshman and JV games. He was so helpful. He really was trying to give me all the information I needed when the game was supposed to be on the radio on the initial night. I just wanted to let him know I really appreciated it, but we just didn't have a chance to.
Oh, you know, I should go down and tell him about the YouTube channel. These girls could watch the games then.
There you go. Ortiz inbounds for Lorain. Nikki gets it back. Nice move through a double team. Fakes the pass. Drives. Scores. Very well done by Nikki Ortiz. And she's got 8. Parma at the other end on the right wing. 3 ball up off the mark. Offensive rebound put back up. No good by Chulak. And Lorain has the ball. And here comes the double team on Heisel. She gets rid of it quickly to Jenkins. Jenkins splits a double team. Had it knocked out of her hands. Parma out of there with it. Here comes DeJesus. Long pass down the floor. It's deflected. Heisel has it for Lorain. Heisel will push it to the other end. Heisel into the lane. Drives. Missed the shot. Rebound. Amani Thomas fouled as she went back up. So Amani Thomas will shoot 2. Amani with 11 points tonight, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. First one up and short. She's got one more coming. Second free throw right there for Amani Thomas, so she's got a dozen. Makes it 56-44. Now, I had Lorain 9-6 coming into tonight. Actually, the Chronicle Telegram had Lorain 9-6 coming into tonight because they won on Saturday, correct?
Yes.
Getting her shot blocked was Jacobs, but boy, a late foul called. And Jacobs will shoot 2. Well, Joe Bach, I want to thank you for having me here.
Oh,
it's been fun.
It's our pleasure. I'll always enjoy you coming out here.
Freshman game and JV game and now varsity.
Yeah, sorry we weren't able to have you on the radio last week, but
Jacobs hits the first.
Got you on TV 20 here. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other, hopefully, with the boys coming up. Tournament trail beginning for both teams here shortly.
Well, I was supposed to do the Clearview game, but when that game got moved,
right.
I had a prior commitment. Actually had a lot of fun. I was the MC at the Amherst Athletic Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
Their 3rd annual, as Jacobs hit them both. Timeout taken by Parma. As the lead is down to 10 for Lorain at 56-46. But, yeah, I was telling the gathering over at Amherst that I've now emceed 4 Halls of Fames as far as the banquets are concerned here in Lorain County. I've done Midview for several years. I've done Lorain. I've done Elyria. And now I've done Amherst. I don't know how many more Hall of Fame banquets I can MC.
Right.
But it was a terrific class, and it was a great group. And, of course, I mentioned earlier we were talking about the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame and their steak fry on Sunday, March 3rd. And then a couple of months after that, they'll have their banquet. And our good buddy Tom Bauer has already asked me to MC the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame banquet in May. So I'm looking forward to that.
I understand it's going to be at Germans Villa once again.
That was a lot of fun last year.
Oh, definitely.
3:01 to go. Lorain trying to hang on. Of course, if you're Mark Feldman, you're not comfortable until that final buzzer goes off. It's just the nature of being the head coach. Heisel on the right wing. Thought about the 3, and then the pressure came, and so she tried to unload it. And Parma comes out of there with a turnover and a bucket. As Rarica now with 14, and the lead is down to 8.
3 possessions.
But we mentioned this is a non-conference game, so this is a good look for Lorain, just playing a tall team that likes to pressure. So if they see this come tournament time, they'll be able to say, okay, we saw it against Parma. Here's how we reacted. Here's what we did well. Perhaps here's what we didn't do well. So this is a good non-conference game for Lorain. And now Lorain spreading the floor. Heisel near the half-court line. Got rid of the ball before the double team came. Got it to Jenkins, back to Heisel, splits the double team. And now we're down to 2 minutes to go. Heisel bounce on the left side to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Heisel. Heisel fumbled it, got it back, off to Ortiz. Great decision by Ortiz. Great decision to push it back out. Ortiz bounces it to Barraclough to Heisel. Boy, terrific ball movement by Lorain High.
Minute off the clock. Wow.
Finally, Kiara Jenkins is fouled. Boy, just the way Mark Feldman practices it and draws it up on that whiteboard.
Coach
well executed.
Real happy. Yeah, that was. All of a sudden, we've got 92 seconds left.
Now these are big free throws for Jenkins.
Right.
1-and-1 scenario. Kiara 2 of 2 from the line tonight. 8 points overall. She banks the first one in.
This next one could make it a 4-possession game.
Kiara Jenkins, a freshman, second one, big bounce, no good. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by Barraclough. She then got double teamed in the corner, and Mark Feldman takes his 4th timeout. Boy, huge rebound right there from Barraclough.
Yeah, I've been impressed all night with the Lady Titans rebounding. I mean, they're definitely at a disadvantage height-wise to Parma, but yet they've been able to snag a lot of rebounds.
Joe, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's a good look for Lorain because it's a non-conference game. Not that it doesn't mean anything. They all mean something. You want to win, but it will give them a good test, a good look. As we said, that Division I tournament draw, or voting for the way it now unfolds, takes place this week. So Lorain will have seen several different looks throughout the course of a season. No, I don't know if when they put Parma on the schedule, if they knew this was going to be a tall team. I mean, you just kind of, you schedule who you schedule, but I think this turns out to be a really good non-conference game for Lorain.
Yeah, nice matchup.
Lady Titans up by 9 with 1:28 to go. Nikki Ortiz right at the end of the Lorain bench will inbounds. Nikki look in, and she bounced it right to Parma as Barraclough had zigged when she should have zagged. And Parma not quite done. Left of the lane. Oh, what a block by Ortiz. Huge defensive play by Nikki. Way to go.
Yeah, she made up for that.
Heisel in the backcourt being chased. Heisel right in front of that scorer's table. Got it ahead on the right side to Barraclough. Back up top to Heisel. 1 minute to go. Heisel got it to Barraclough. Top side to Jenkins. Jenkins being chased. Weaves herself around a double team. Dumped it down low. Amari Thomas, but she missed the shot. And then Thomas reached in and fouled. Now the good news for Lorain, that's only their 6th team foul. And for Amani, that's her 3rd. Parma's going to put some three-point shooters back in. Elise Balser has checked in. And also in the ball game, Amari DeJesus. It's a 3-possession game, and we're at 45 seconds to go. Parma trying to work it out front. Now they get it down in the corner. 3 ball up and short. Ortiz grabs the rebound, and that may have done it. Tell you what, Nikki Ortiz has played a nice game tonight for Lorain High. Foul on Parma, and we'll march to the other end. You know the unique thing about Nikki? She has long hair. She doesn't wear any sort of headband or any sort. That hair's flopping around when she's running around down there. Most of the girls put it in a ponytail or wear a headband or some sort of tie. Nikki's first one up and in. But she's had a terrific game tonight. She's got 9. Ortiz with one more coming. And she got them both. Yep, I've liked her effort tonight. She's been terrific. This one's going to go to Lorain. They're up by 11 with under 30 seconds to go. There's just not enough clock and shots for Parma as Ortiz knocked that pass out of bounds. She's been all over the floor. But good balance from Lorain. I've got them with 4 girls in double figures.
Oh, that's great.
And Ortiz with a steal. Boy, she's rebounded. She's hit shots. And I think Lorain can just dribble out the clock right here. Heisel up the right side. Heisel, how many times have I said right in front of that scorer's table, and she got fouled with 7.8 on the clock. Well, this will be a good win for Lorain. So Heisel down at the other end. First one up and good. Ashley with 11. She'll put the finishing touches on it right here with 7.8 seconds to go. Line left. Second one is up and good for Heisel. So now Mark Feldman is going to prolong my night by taking his final timeout. Lorain up by 13 points with 7 seconds to go. And Mark Feldman says, hey, I got Elkhorn and Bach up there. Let's keep them a little bit longer. Take a full timeout.
Tim hasn't had anything to eat.
Oh, my goodness. So.
Okay, Tim. Put me inside the huddle. What was he talking about?
Well, I think he's saying, girls, there's 7.8 seconds to go. They can't score 13 points in 7.8 seconds. And, of course, you know, in high school basketball, the clock does not stop
after a made basket.
So no matter what Parma does right here, you know, you don't even have to inbounds it. So, but yeah, I have 4 Lorain Lady Titans in double figures. I've got Heisel, this is unofficial, but I've got Heisel with 12, Ortiz with 10, Barraclough with 12, and Amani Thomas with 12. Now Lorain's going to pick up full court pressure, leading by 13 with 7.8 to go. All right. So up the left side comes Rurika. Rurika to the top of the circle, down the right side, 3-ball up, but wouldn't have counted anyway. Good win for Lorain High tonight, as here on their home floor in girls varsity basketball, the Lady Titans beat Parma by a final of 61-48. Lorain led by 2 at the end of 1, 14-12, pushed it out to 10 at the half, 31-21. Led by 12 at the end of 3, 47-35, and end up winning by 13. So they outscored Parma in every quarter. Parma with quarters of 12, 9, 14, and 13. Lorain with quarters of 14, 17, 16, and 14. And Lorain High with the 13-point win, 61-48. And again, for Lorain, terrific balance. I have unofficially 3 girls with 12. Amani Thomas with 12, Ashley Heisel with 12, Mackenzie Barraclough with 12, also in double figures, Nikki Ortiz with 10, and Kiara Jenkins almost made it 5 girls in double figures. I've got Kiara with 9, Micaiah Herman with 4, and Derica Coates with 2 for Lorain. Joe Bach, that's a nice win for the Lady Titans.
It definitely was, and it's a nice triple-header win, too.
Yep, because in the freshman game, it was Lorain with a big win, 52-13. JV contest, more of the same. Lorain with a big win in that one, 53-26. And now here in varsity action, Lorain High wins it, 61-48. So that's going to do it for our coverage here at Lorain High. Joe Bach.
Thanks for coming out, Tim.
Thanks to you. Very much appreciated. Thanks to everybody involved. Biggest thanks goes to you, the viewers. Lorain wins it in varsity girls basketball, 61-48. For Joe Bach, Tim Elkhorn on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television, saying thank you very much for watching, and so long, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.